This week's story time is a little different because we're getting ready for the big event on Friday. What is the big event? I'll give you a hint. It involves some familiar critters named Rainbow, Big Daddy Bug, Lila, and Star. Any ideas? We're going to have a cockroach race. I know. I've never seen one before. And, we've been reading a lot about trying new things, letting yourself learn, and knowing that things don't have to be perfect. And I wanted you to have a chance to see your library pets before summer. So I'm trying something very new. And I think it will have lots of mistakes in learning because our Madagascar hissing cockroaches are going to be on this racetrack. And they normally live in cages like these. Do you guys see? There's Big Daddy Bug right there. But before we get to all of that, we have a book to read. This book, Martina the Beautiful Cockroach, is what we call a folk tale. That means that people have told the story from one person to another for a long time. It is an old story. And this folk tale is from a country named Cuba where people speak Spanish, so you will hear Spanish words in the story. Enjoy Martina the Beautiful Cockroach, and I will see you again after the story to talk about our cockroach race and the book. Martina Josefina Catalina Cucaracha was a beautiful cockroach. She lived in a cozy street lamp in Old Havana with her big, lovable family. Now that Martina was 21 days old, she was ready to give her leg in marriage. The Cucaracha household was crawling with excitement. Every señora in the family had something to offer. Tia Cuca gave her una pianeta, a seashell comb. Mama gave her una mantilla, a lace shawl. But Abuela, her Cuban grandmother, gave her un consejo increíble, some shocking advice.
You want me to do what?
Martina was aghast.
You are a beautiful cockroach, said Abuela. Finding husbands to choose from will be easy. Picking the right one could be tricky.
But, stammered Martina, how will spilling coffee on a suitor's shoe help me find a good husband?
Her grandmother smiled.
It will make him angry. Then you'll know how he will speak to you when he loses his temper. Trust me, Martina, the coffee test never fails.
Martina wasn't so sure. Meanwhile, Papa sent El Perico the parrot to spread the word. Soon, all of Havana, from the busy sidewalks of El Prado to El Morro Castle, was abuzz with the news. Martina, the beautiful cockroach, was ready to choose a husband. As was the custom, Martina would greet her suitors from the balcony under her family's many watchful eyes. Daintily, she sat down and crossed her legs, and crossed her legs, and crossed her legs. She didn't have long to wait. Why do you think she crossed her legs 3 times?
Because she has 6 legs.
That's so silly. She has 3 pair of legs. She has 6 legs. So it took her 3 times to cross them all. That's pretty cute. Don Gallo, the rooster, strutted up first. Martina tried not to stare at his splendid shoes. Keeping one eye on his reflection, Don Gallo greeted her with a sweeping bow.
Caramba! You really are a beautiful cockroach. I will look even more fabulous with you on my wing.
With that, he leaned forward and he crooned,
Martina Josefina Catalina Cucaracha, beautiful muchacha, won't you be my wife?
Martina hesitated for an instant.
Coffee, senor?
Right on cue, Abuela appeared. With a quick glance at her grandmother, Martina nervously splattered coffee onto the rooster's spotless shoes.
Oh, right,
she said with mock dismay.
I'm all fearless today.
The rooster was furious. Clumsy cockroach! I will teach you better manners when you are my wife.
Martina was stunned. The coffee test had worked.
A most humble offer, senor.
She said coolly.
But I cannot accept. You are too cocky for me.
Don Cerdo, the pig, hoofed up next. His smell curled the little hairs on Martina's legs.
What an unimaginable scent!
Martina wheezed.
Is it some new pig cologne?
Oh no, señorita. It's the sweet aroma of my pigsty. Rotten eggs, turnip peels, stinky cheese.
Don Cerdo licked his chops and sang,
Martina, Josefina, Catalina, Cucaracha, beautiful muchacha, won't you be my wife?
Martina had already left in search of coffee. She wasted no time with the pig. Squealed Don Cerdo as he dabbed at the coffee on his shoes.
What a tragedy for my poor loafers.
He really is quite a ham, thought Martina.
Calm yourselves, senor. I'll clean for you.
I say you will.
He snorted.
When you are my wife, there will be no end to cleaning up after me.
Martina rolled her eyes in disbelief.
A most charming offer, senor.
She said dryly.
But I must decline. You are too borshy for me.
The coffee test had saved her from yet another unsuitable suitor. Okay, so let's talk about that. The word is decline, which means to turn down. To say, no thank you.
Mama, can you make the pig's voice again?
Yes. Hello.
Okay, and then it says, you are much too boorish for me. The pig was scarcely out of sight when Don Lagarto, the lizard, crept over the railing. His oily fingers brushed the little cockroach's lovely mantilla.
You shouldn't sneak up on the lady like that.
I don't sneak, I creep, he said, circling Martina. For some reason, this fellow really bugged her.
I've had enough of creeps for one day,
said Martina.
Adios.
But I need you. Wait. The lizard fell on one scaly knee and warbled. Martina, Josefina, Catalina, Cucaracha, beautiful muchacha. Won't you be my wife? Martina sighed.
Let me see if there's any coffee left.
This time, she wasn't taking any chances. Martina returned with 2 cups for the lizard. Psst, psst, he spat. Don Lagarto was livid. He changed colors 3 times before he finally found his true one. And to think, I was going to eat, marry you. Martina stared at the lizard. You could have heard a breadcrumb drop.
Food for thought, senor.
Martina said icily.
But I must refuse. You are much too cold-blooded for me.
When her grandmother returned to collect the day's coffee cups, Martina was still fuming.
I'm going inside, abuela.
So soon?
See, I'm afraid of who I might meet next.
Abuela drew Martina to the railing and pointed to the garden below.
What about him?
Martina looked down at the tiny brown mouse, and her cockroach heart began to beat faster. Tiki-tin, tiki-tan.
Oh, Abuela, he's adorable. Where has he been?
Right here all along.
What do I do?
Go talk to him and just be yourself.
Martina handed Abuela her peineta and mantilla, then scurried down to the garden. The mouse was waiting. Tiki-tin, tiki-tan. Hola, hello. His voice was like warm honey. My name is Perez.
Hola,
She whispered shyly.
I'm Martina.
The beautiful cockroach, he finished for her.
You think I'm beautiful?
The little mouse turned pink under his fur. Well, my eyes are rather weak, but I have excellent ears. I know you are strong and good. Martina Josefina Catalina Cucaracha. He squinted sweetly. Who cares if you are beautiful? Tiki-tin, tiki-tan.
Martina, don't forget the coffee.
It was Abuela. No, thought Martina. No coffee for Perez.
Martina Josefina Catalina Cucaracha.
Si, Abuela?
Martina knew better than to argue with her Cuban grandmother. With a heavy heart, she reached for the cup. But Perez got there first. Quick as a mouse, he splashed Café Cubano onto Martina's shoes. Now the coffee was on the other foot. Martina was too delighted to be angry. At last she'd found her perfect match, but she had to ask,
How did you know about the coffee test?
Perez grinned. Well, mi amor, my love, I too have a Cuban grandmother. What did you think? I thought it was so cute when Perez, the mouse, did the coffee test on Martina. That surprised me. And I like that Perez says the most important thing about Martina is that she's strong and she's good. Those are important messages. Unlike Martina and Abuela, which means grandmother in Spanish, our hissing cockroaches do not speak, but I know they miss you. And in the meantime, we have been building a cockroach racetrack in my backyard, and we will be racing on Friday at 11 a.m. We will post a link this week so you can watch it and cheer on your favorite cockroach.
And here we are for the 2020 Madagascar Hissing Cockroach Race! Okay, who do we have here?
Our first competitor is Star. She is our youngest competitor, 1 year old, weighing in at 1/4 of an ounce. Let's get her on the scale just to double check.
Whoa, look at her go. She is ready to race, boys and girls. So everyone keep an eye out for Star. She is a little speedy. My bet might be Star. She may have a gold dot, by the way. Let's hear it for Star! Okay, ladies and gentlemen, our next contestant is
Lila McNibbles! Woo!
Tell us a little something about Lila McNibbles, please.
She is 1.5 years old and 1/3 of an ounce.
She's our second youngest competitor and our second lightest.
Please put her on the scale. Scale check.
Go, Lila, go.
And let's see what Miss Lila's gonna look like. Here we go. Lila McNibbles, 1.5 years female. She might have a heart with polka dots on her. Let's hear it for Lila! Welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen. And here is, who is this little character?
This character is Rainbow.
The one, the only.
Is this the one and only Rainbow?
It is.
Yep.
2.5 years old, and how many ounces?
3/4 of an ounce.
Let's check the scale. Oh yes, indeed. 3/4 of an ounce for Rainbow.
Our original.
Yep.
Alright, let's take a look at what Rainbow's gonna look like here. Ooh, Rainbow, but of course. Let's hear it for Rainbow! There's a lot of cheering for Rainbow. Even Jake is cheering for Rainbow. Welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen. Now, who do we have here?
Big Daddy Bug. And he is 2 years old, 7 ounces.
7/8 of an ounce. He's our biggest competitor, and he is loud.
Whoa, is that him hissing?
Yes.
Whoa, he almost broke the scale. That's enough on the scale, I think. Whoa. Alright, and here is what Big Daddy Bug. Check him out. He's got a lot of gold or yellow going on here. Yellow antennas. Whoa. Alright, let's hear it for Big Daddy Bug! Look at him go! He is ready to race! Whoa, Big Daddy! Ladies and gentlemen, this is the official 2020 Houston, Texas, United States of America Hissing Cockroach Racetrack. Now we are going to do a trial run with one of our favorites. Who do we have here?
Rainbow.
Okay, Miss Rainbow, let's see how this works. Here we go. Okay, here we go. There she is.
It's gonna take forever.
Oh, look at her go. Is this a roach or a tortoise? There she goes, boys and girls. Look at her go.
Rainbow.
Oh my gosh, she knows which way is the end. Look at her go. Oh yes, Rainbow, take your time. Be sure there's no...
Give her a little poke. Go on.
Oops.
There we go. Go on, Rainbow.
Well, I'm not sure if I'm going to be putting my money on Rainbow. That's all I can say. Well, ladies and gentlemen, so this is the track. The 2020 Houston, Texas racetrack for the Madagascar Hissing Cockroach.